Maybe you just woke up at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling and feeling an invisible weight pressing against your chest. It's not that you're physically exhausted, but your mind is busy rearranging the broken pieces of yesterday, or worrying about the cracks in tomorrow. You look out at the garden, brew a cup of tea, and try to enjoy the quiet of the retirement you dreamed of for 40 years. But somehow, peace remains just out of reach. Like a mist, the moment you reach out to touch it, it vanishes. If you know that feeling, the sense that you have everything you need, yet your soul feels like a room filled with a cold, restless wind, then this video is for you. Welcome back to Buddha's path to peace. Today, we aren't going to talk about complex dogmas. We are going to talk about a silent thief, one who is standing right in your living room, taking your peace bit by bit without you even noticing. At this stage of life, society expects you to simply enjoy your golden years. They tell you that you've worked hard enough, and now it's time to be happy. But the truth no one dares to say is, retirement does not mean your mind has gone on vacation. Grief is not a problem that needs to be fixed immediately. And anxiety doesn't mean you are doing something wrong. There is actually a term for that floating, unsettled feeling you carry. Modern psychology might call it existential distraction, but in ancient wisdom, it is simply a disconnection from the present. We often think we lack peace because our children aren't settled, because our health is fading, or because the world out there is so chaotic. But let's look at it differently. Grief, in reality, is just love with nowhere to go. Anxiety, in reality, is just your imagination losing its way. You are not alone in this struggle. Millions of people in London, New York, or Sydney are holding a teacup right now, asking, why am I not at peace yet? So, who is this thief? The Buddha taught a concept that is very simple, yet incredibly powerful. Attachment. But don't let the religious word confuse you. Imagine your heart is like a hand. When you want to hold a handful of sand, the tighter you squeeze your fist, the faster the sand slips through your fingers. The tighter you try to hold onto the image of yourself at 30, the more it hurts to look in the mirror. The tighter you try to keep your grown children under your wing, the lonelier you feel when they are busy with their own lives. Inner peace is not about finding something new. It is about the art of opening your hand. Why is this true? Because there are 3 layers of reality our minds often refuse to see. First, everything is in flux. Like the Thames or the Potomac River, life never stands still. Trying to freeze a moment is impossible. Second, control is an illusion. We can tend to the garden, but we cannot command the rose to bloom tomorrow. And third, happiness is not in the result. It is in the ability to accept things as they are, unfinished and imperfect. Binnen hung fai, la ki moit thur zien ra theu iban, malachi ban hung kondoidover nyung zi dang zien ra. Peace is not when everything goes your way, but when you stop fighting what is actually happening. Let me tell you an ancient story, but one that breathes the same air as the life you are living right now. The story of Kisa Gotami. Kisa Gotami had an only son, her greatest treasure. But one day, the child fell ill and passed away. Her heart was shattered. She could not accept the truth. She carried the child's body from house to house, knocking on every door, begging for medicine to bring him back. The neighbors looked at her with pity. "Kisa, the child is gone." But she wouldn't listen. She kept walking, her feet bleeding on the dusty roads. Finally, she found the Buddha. He looked at her with eyes full of compassion and said, "I can help you. But I need a handful of mustard seeds, on one condition. The seeds must come from a home where no one has ever died." Kisa Gotami was filled with hope. She went to the first house. They were happy to give her the seeds. But when she asked, "Has anyone in this family ever died?" the owner sadly replied, "The living are few, but the dead are many." She went to the second house, then the third. Everywhere she went, she got the same answer. This home had lost a father, that one a mother, another a best friend. As the sun began to set, and darkness swallowed the village, Kisa Gotami sat by the roadside. She watched the oil lamps in the houses flicker and go out. In that silence, she realized her pain was not unique. Loss is the invisible thread that connects all human beings. And what Kisa Gotami found in that darkness might be exactly what you are searching for today. You see, Kisa Gotami didn't find medicine to revive her son. She found the truth. And you? Are you a bit like Kisa? Are you knocking on the door of the past, hoping to find a medicine to fix what is already gone? Are you knocking on the door of the future, hoping to find a guarantee for your health and old age? We often look for peace in the wrong places. We look for it in the approval of others, in the success of our children, or in the numbers in our bank accounts. But those are all mustard seeds from houses where someone has died. They are not eternal. Through the lens of ancient wisdom, peace is not the absence of trouble. It is the presence of a steady heart in the middle of trouble. When you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this moment?" that is when the thief begins to leave your house. There is a question I know you often ask yourself in the quiet of the night. Will I ever truly be okay again? I want to tell you, you are allowed to not be okay. Peace doesn't mean you have to smile every day. Peace is when you allow yourself to be sad without feeling guilty about it. You are allowed to miss those who have passed, and you are allowed to mourn the years of your youth. Listen to what your sadness and unease are trying to tell you. First, you have loved deeply. Only hearts that love can feel pain. Honor that pain as a testament to your love. Second, You are alive. This restlessness reminds you that you are still sensitive to the world. And third, it is time to come home. Not to a house of bricks and mortar, but to the home within your own soul. You are allowed to drop the burden of having to stay strong. You are allowed to be a normal human being, fragile and full of emotion. The sky is never hurt by the dark clouds that pass through it, and neither is your soul. Before we end our journey today, I want to give you a small practice. You can do this right now, or whenever you feel the thief of peace sneaking back in. Put down your teacup, sit comfortably in your favorite chair. Close your eyes gently if it feels right. Breathe in deeply. Feel the air entering your nose, filling your lungs, expanding your chest. Exhale slowly. Imagine you are dropping everyone else's expectations off your shoulders. Now, silently repeat these words in your mind. I will say them very slowly, so you can feel each word sink into your heart. I accept who I am right now, with all my scars and my weariness. I allow myself to be at peace, even if everything around me is not yet perfect. I let go of what I cannot control, to embrace what is here right now. Take 3 more breaths. That's all. You don't need to do anything else. You just need to be here. We started this journey with the image of someone waking up at 3 a.m. with a heavy chest. I hope that right now, that weight feels a little lighter. Peace is not a destination at the end of the road. It is the pair of shoes you wear to walk that road. Don't wait until every problem is solved to give yourself permission to be still. Like Kisa Gotami, once she realized the truth, she stopped running for medicine. She found stillness within the very heart of her pain. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you for these few minutes. You are a beautiful soul, and you deserve all the gentleness the world has to offer. May you find stillness amidst the changing tides of life. If these words meant something to you today, please leave a small sign in the comments. Perhaps just the word peace, or a short story about how you get through your own restless nights. Your words might be the lantern that lights the way for someone else who feels just as alone. In our next episode, we will explore inner peace is not a feeling, the Buddhist truth that changes everything. We will uncover why searching for a feeling might be the very thing keeping you restless, and discover the deeper truth that leads to lasting stillness. If you'd like to continue this path with us, consider subscribing to the channel. And here is our playlist on inner peace, curated with more reflections to support you on this journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.